Hey everyone, welcome back to iLearn Forex series episode 2. We will be covering trading psychology. I have a gift for you, so please watch till the end and I will tell you how to get the free gift. Also, if you like the content I've created so far, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you. Okay, let's get on with today's topic, psychology. I believe most of us start like this. In 8 days, you can become a millionaire. We will hear from our friends or see in the media that achieving $1 million in 8 days or 25 days or whatever the number is possible. We think it is easy since it is only a number of days, which makes us feel hopeful. And the next thing we do is to sign up for the course or Signal subscription service that sells or promotes that dream. Today, we would want to discuss trading psychology, but a little different from how others would do it. Let me break it down. Trading psychology starts from what we see, what we hear, which consequently affects what we think, how we feel, and what we do. Okay, let me explain further. Earlier, I showed you a commonly found sales pitch, selling the dream. So let's start from the dream. I want to be positive, but I also want to be real. It is not realistic to achieve $1 million in 8 days. Good results do not come quickly. Making money steadily is key to successful trading. We should all start to be realistic. Having a dream is good and should be encouraged, but trying to achieve in such a short space of time is not realistic at all. So what is realistic, you ask? Well, first step is to acknowledge the fact that there is no shortcut. You need to learn and apply the right principles to trading and to also follow a plan. Everyone is unique and therefore also not realistic to put a timeline to achieving the same goal of becoming a millionaire. That's the goal we want to reach. We need to remove the parts that we do not want to retain. The number of days to achieve that goal, as that is not realistic. Remember, how we think, feel, and subsequently do is affected by what we retain from hearing and seeing. If we tell ourselves that we should be achieving $1 million in 8 days, we would behave very differently from knowing that we would probably achieve $1 million potentially in a much longer time than that. Okay, so we got rid of the time factor. So we are no longer in a hurry and we want to do it right. Let's do some more housekeeping. Now, say for example, if you have a strategy that you're following, what do you need to do as the first step? We need to declutter because what we see affects our decision making. Now, the next 3 slides that you see are some old charts that I use. I really have no clue what I was doing. Having probably up to 15 indicators on a chart, it is really a sense of insecurity. It is the same with holding. Those who hold tend to not want to throw away their old stuff even when they are no longer able to use them. So please, if you look at your chart now, ask yourself just one question. On each and every indicator, just ask, am I using this to make decision on my entry or exit? If your answer is no, remove it. Always remember, less is more. Now, this is the current chart that I use. There are 6 indicators that work seamlessly with 4 confirmations. This is the SK Suite strategy. It gives you high probability trades. If you are interested, please feel free to go to my website, or you can click on the suggested video on the top right corner to watch how my strategy works. What we hear also affects our psychology. You may be wondering how what we hear affects us, right? Well, why do you think we continuously switch strategies? Our closest friends or our trading buddies will be telling us this or that strategy is winning big. Let's try it. Well, I'm one of them doing exactly that. And I don't blame you. We're all human. The other thing that affects us is trading communities. You'd be surprised. Yes, we are not aware of this, but it affects us. Most of these trading communities are created through trading signals groups. Well, I agree that some of these communities are really helpful, but most aren't, and they really are just noise and distraction. Once we start joining one, we end up joining so many, it becomes valueless. And just like holding, we do not even want to leave. It's as if leaving will hurt us. It is really self-sabotage. Same with strategy. If you really must be in a trading community, my advice is to stick with one that trades the same style as you, in the same time zone, have dedicated mentors able to impart knowledge, trading the same kind of instrument pairs. If it's just a chat group which allows everybody to message, it's really chaotic. And I would really advise that it's best trading on your own. Next is what we think. First of all, in trading, we need a mindset that accepts losses. Like in businesses, for our trading to be successful, we will have to be treating losses as business expenses. The only difference is in other businesses, the expenses are known, but we can do that too in trading, and that is to have a stop loss for every single trade that we enter. The goal to becoming a consistently profitable trader is that you accept losses as part of the process. Don't listen to someone who tells you they are using 2,000 pips for stop loss. You need to decide your stop loss for your own account size. With whatever stop loss, your position size will be calculated according to your risk percentage that you want to risk. You have to concur the fact that you will lose. The key is, even with losing, you will still make profits consistently. Haven't we all done this? We put a trade on, it goes the wrong way, there is either no stop or you move the stop further away. Then the market reverses and it goes our way. It makes you believe that what you've done is right. See, I don't need a stop, or I should move my stop away because the market will definitely reverse and put me back into profit. It's the same as making tons of money in early age. Because in some ways, it can be the worst thing that happens because it encourages bad habits. If, however, we are not able to accept that losses are inevitable, then I'm sorry to say that trading is really not for you. Next, we are talking about feelings. This is for sure the most intricate experience of all. It is often used as being the same as emotions, especially in trading. You will hear of the usual emotional terms such as overconfidence, FOMO, or fear of missing out, fear of losing, revenge trading. If you think about it, if you accept losses, then you either win or lose. You should not have fear of losing since you accept the loss. If you follow rules, the fear of missing out should be eliminated. Revenge trading should not even happen after you accept losses. It's part of trading and is your business expense. There are also some negative feelings that we will need to exert self-control on, such as arrogance and complacence. When we hit a winning streak, for example, greed is one feeling that most of us will encounter, such as holding on to more profits when we have already hit a substantial amount and we refuse to close the trade. Now that we have covered what we see, hear, in turn causing how we think and feel, which will affect what we do, let's look at what we should do to make trading successful. I like to use the 5 W's and 1 H to cover all aspects. The environment that we are at when trading affects our emotions. So where we are at is important. We should be at a place with no distractions whatsoever. Of course, distractions could vary for each individual, so do what works for you. The timing of the trade is important also. You want to trade when it's appropriate timing for the instrument pair you trade, but it should also be at a time when it fits your lifestyle. You don't want to be trading at London Open when you should be sleeping if you are from the US time zone. The next thing is what instrument pairs to trade. My advice to all my mentees is to trade only 2 to 4 instrument pairs. The key is to remain focused. Also, preferably to take less trades. So I always tell my mentees not more than 3 to 5 trades a week, meaning about one trade a day. If you have the right confluence and meet rules to take that trade. The why of taking a trade is very, very important. Don't just take any trades. You should only enter a trade when all rules are met, which will give you high probability trades. Next is how. There are 2 parts on how, the before and after a trade is taken. Before you take a trade, when rules are met, it is crucial how we determine our lot size with risk calculated using stop loss, also covering money and account management. The after a trade is taken, how we manage the trade matters a lot. Do not babysit the trade. When stop loss and take profit is placed for the trade, let the trade play out. Like I said, it's just a win or a loss. The only way you could lose if your risk to reward ratio is not good. Finally, the who. The who is actually you. You got to keep it going. Stop making excuses. Learn from mistakes. Acknowledge them. It doesn't make you a trader just because you sit in front of a trading screen. It's a long learning process. Never give up. Be prepared to trade a demo for a long time, and even when you are consistent, trade live account with small amounts that you can afford to lose. Whatever strategy you use, make sure you backtest it for at least 100 trades on demo. In trading, practice does not make perfect. You don't want to be perfect. Practice makes permanence. It solidifies the entire trading process, making it a robotic routine. I want to share here all the good characteristics of a successful trader. Be humble, be accountable, be responsible, be disciplined, be focused, be patient. As promised earlier, I have a gift for you. Please go to my website at specialkforex.com and on my shop page, download What is Your Trading Plan for free. It will cover all the aspects that we have discussed in this video. And there will be an example and you can just fill in yours. Hope you find this video helpful. Please feel free to comment and I will make sure to reply you. Thank you so much. Bye.